Diablo Joe reviews Hundreds of Beavers. Every once in a while, a film comes along that stands so far apart from anything anyone is doing these days. Hundreds of Beavers is like nothing else you've seen recently. Yet, thanks to its glorious homages to Warner Brothers cartoons, the magnificent era of silent comedy cinema, and the whole of movie magic, it seems as familiar, warm, and comfortably welcome as a favorite flannel shirt. If that flannel shirt could make you regularly laugh hard enough to pee yourself. The mad brainchild of director Mike Cheslick and writer Ryland Brixton Cole Tews, who also stars in the film as the applejack distiller turned Great Lakes fur trapper Jean Kayak. Smitten with the local merchant's daughter, Kayak must prove himself worthy and wealthy enough to win her hand. But nature and the crafty and sometimes dangerous beasts of the wild confound our hero at every turn with a hilarious series of absurd and slapstick vignettes. Presented in glorious black and white using an incredibly inventive mix of live action, animation, practical and virtual props, miniatures, and a cavalcade of furry mascot outfits, Hundreds of Beavers uses every cinematic trick in the book to tell its tale of man versus beaver. The film is gag after gag after gag in seemingly inexhaustible supply. It is virtually dialogue-free, but far from silent. Like Chaplin's Modern Times, this is a comedy film with sound that expresses itself through everything but words. The cast are all masters of comedic timing, of the kind almost lost to cinema today. The supporting cast, Olivia Graves, Doug Mancheski, Louis Rico, and Wes Tank, are all spot on in their roles. Mancheski in particular is expressive beyond hilarity as the merchant. But it's Ryland Brixton Cole Tews who is the real and cinematic hero of Hundreds of Beavers. As Kayak, the man is in every scene and almost every shot of the picture. As far as comedic performances go, his is a textbook in how it's done. Tews pratfalls, pantomimes, and mugs his way through the film in an exhaustive series of gags and stunts. The man gives it all and bears himself, literally, as Kayak, trudging through very real snow, battling endless costumed opponents, and contorting himself into every shape humanly possible. It is a performance on par with the comedy greats of the silent era. Part of what makes Hundreds of Beavers such a wonder is that each shot of the film required a completely different approach. There are a few rare shots that are conventional actors on location/set situation, but the rest combine fake trees environments, fantastic camera shots, interactive animation, puppetry, and the endless multiplication of mascot-suited actors to fantastical effect. And seldom are two subsequent shots done entirely the same way. It must have been an insane production to pre-plan, and Cheslick uses it all seamlessly, masterfully, and hilariously to give us a PhD in cartoon physics. If there are two issues that you could level at Hundreds of Beavers, they are this. First, at just shy of an hour 50, the film is perhaps overly long. While never dull or tedious, audiences may become aware of its length, partially because of the sheer, overwhelming stream of gags and pratfalls, with nary a classic cartoon routine left untouched, let alone hundreds of wholly original ones. Everything but the kitchen sink is in here. And we double-checked. No kitchen sink to be found. Your average Looney Tune reel was 6 minutes, so Beavers gives you your money's worth, but perhaps too much so. The second complaint is a more selfish one. The lyrics to the opening song about Kayak, sung by a men's chorus, can be a bit of a struggle to understand, and some audience members may miss out on some truly funny lyrics. Cheslick and Tews have created something unique and fresh here, despite how familiar it may seem. Anyone who has ever enjoyed a Bugs Bunny or Woody Woodpecker cartoon, Chaplin or Keaton film, Monty Python sketch, or Pee Wee Herman episode will find Hundreds of Beavers a twisted, inventive, bawdy, and mind-bogglingly creative movie guaranteed to laugh stress your bladder to its limit. Those who don't enjoy it are why this world is a mess. This devil of a reviewer gives Hundreds of Beavers 4.5 out of 5 imps.